You're tuned into Taiwan Grooves. Let's explore the local music scene. Hello and thanks for tuning into Taiwan Grooves. Are you in the mood for some Eastern classical music? Then you've come to the right place. Because in today's episode, I'll be interviewing two brilliant musicians from the band Wooonta, a Taiwanese ensemble renowned for their innovative fusion of Eastern traditions and global sounds. Their debut album, Wooontaful, won the prestigious Best Composition Arrangement Award at Taiwan's Golden Melody Awards and has been celebrated on international platforms like France Jazz Attitude, and they have performed in many different parts of the world. So let's welcome the Erhu virtuoso TS and sitar maestro Yo. Thank you very much for making it all the way here again. I mean, you have been here a couple of times in the station, so thank you for coming once again for English program this time.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting.
Yes, and so for our listeners today, we have another special combo. By special, I mean we had handpan with bass, we had a, let's say, choir singer. The very beginning we had flute players, and now we have a sitar and erhu.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Yo. I'm playing sitar.
And my name is TS. I play Erhu.
Okay.
We are Woonta.
Wooonta, hi, welcome. All right, so Wooonta is existing since 2015?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And I have just been informed that before you guys were a trio.
Yeah.
In the beginning, right away,
Yes,
2015
right, yes.
trio. Okay. Now you're doing a duo.
Yes.
Since
last year.
last year. Okay. And before, the third person was playing cello.
Cello.
Yeah, and he was from France.
France.
Wow. So really international.
Yes.
Because the motto of the band is, the Chinese name is like 跨世界, like
跨界乐
跨界.
跨界乐, cross-border world music
Right.
band.
Yes.
How? Okay, now I have questions. Wooonta, where does the name come from?
Because we have the same friend. Also, he is a French guy called Leo. And we all know him for a long time. And we play together because of him. Once we have a chance, three of us play together. And we think it's a very beautiful sound. So we decided to have our own band called Wooonta.
Yes.
Wooonta actually doesn't mean anything. There's no meaning. But we had one composition called Woonta Local.
It's our first piece.
The first song we played together. And after we formed this band, and we thought maybe we should find the name of the band, but we had no idea. Then I asked the cello player, "What does it mean, Wooonta?" And he said, "Nothing." Because he loves create some strange words. Doesn't mean anything. So, but sounds good. And also Wooonta, it's for Chinese. It sounds like Woonta. like, ask him.
Uh-huh.
So we said, okay, let's make it like if someone asks us what is Woonta means, and ask him, Woonta, Woonta.
And then what is Woonta? Ask him.
Yeah, and it was like double O. It was two O, but we are trio. So we add one more O, so it like represent our head, like three parts. So Woonta.
So then the logo could have had your like, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Very cute. Yes. Now, how did you get to your instrument? How does one pick up erhu and sitar instead of piano or violin? Or did you start with a different instrument and then started playing your instrument?
For me, like my first instrument was guitar. Because my father used to play guitar. He played guitar and sing. But my mother, she was kind of hippie when she was young. And also, it's kind of brainwashed like, since my childhood. Like, every night, my mother talks about India. So India, like, you have to go India because Indian spicy curry is really good. And also, they use hand and eat. And one day she said, there's like one instrument called sitar. It sounds like meow. And it's so cool. Like maybe you have to go and like learn this instrument. Like, but that time I was just like 5 or 6 years old. So like my imagination, like wow, India. Maybe I have to go one day. And also my father, like he loves Beatles. So we listened some Beatles song together. And one day we listened Norwegian Wood. And he said, this is the star. And it's kind of like, oh, maybe I really have to go India. Then it's kind of my dream since when I graduate high school. And it's kind of like teenage. Sometimes we don't know what to do. Like we want to find something for life, but we don't know what is the like purpose. So then my mother said, maybe you should go India and find yourself. Then I said, oh, okay. Then I went to India and then I picked up this instrument. And luckily I met really nice, really good teacher. Since then, I play this instrument.
Very interesting. So nice. Hello to Mama when she encouraged you to do that, because many people will be like, no, stay away maybe from music, like do this or that.
Yeah, but
your mom's like, yeah, go find yourself.
Yeah, but she said she was a bit regret because after I studied this instrument, I left Japan and I lived in there for a long time, and now I'm in Taiwan. So my father also blamed my mother because you, our son went so far. But now we are good. They're happy with what I'm doing.
And yes, what's your story?
I play erhu almost 40 years.
Wow.
So long.
Wow.
Yes. And I played since I was 9 years old.
9 years old, okay. And did your family play any instruments, or how did you pick erhu?
I'm the only one play music in my family. Yes. I learned it in school. And at that time, I just don't want, because our school in the afternoon, we have to take a nap. And I don't want to take a nap. But if I can practice erhu, I don't need to take a nap. So I'm happy to practice erhu in that period.
Yeah.
Yes. So I always feel very happy to practice erhu, even in the morning, in the afternoon.
Just to avoid sleep.
Yes.
It's great. Doesn't it feel weird that when you were kids, we have to nap, even though we have the most energy? When we were adults, we don't get this nap. When we need it the most.
In India, we take nap.
Really?
Yeah.
So nice. Same time, like around 2, 3?
Yeah, after lunch.
After lunch.
Like 30 minutes, 1 hour.
Do you miss it here?
Sometimes I do. In the
Even
car.
though some Taiwanese culture has like some places you see people resting on the desk or something.
Yes.
Yeah. In Europe, we don't really, I don't think we practice that. Oh, we should. Okay, amazing. Now, I would like to ask about your instruments. Could we start with perhaps erhu? Because we're radio, right? We're going to put maybe some images and all that, but people have to use their imagination.
Right.
Could you tell us what is erhu? Where does the name come from? And how would you describe this instrument to a person who can't see?
Erhu is a 2-strings instrument. Somebody called it a Chinese violin. It is made from wood. And the special part of it is he is made from snake skin.
Oh,
Yes.
so the
This
front
one
part,
is
okay.
Yes. And he is the most popular instrument in the Chinese world. And I think it's a very good friend with sitar.
Definitely, you will hear it. They're a very good friend. So even more popular than guzheng.
Yes.
Wow. Because erhu means
Two
two strings, right?
In Chinese means two.
Yeah.
And we just see he has two strings. Very easy.
That's what people think, right?
Right.
It has only two strings, so it's easy.
Right.
Is it an easy instrument? You think so?
Yes, it's
Really?
very easy.
But it's hard. I bet it's like maybe a flute that is maybe easier to learn in the beginning, but it must be very difficult to master.
Right.
Like
it's
even
very, very, very difficult to be a master
Yes.
if you play erhu.
Yeah, I mean, you said you've been playing for maybe 40 years.
Right. It took so long.
Wow. So would you say you're, well, I wouldn't say master. That nobody can ever claim they're master of something. But
True.
do you think you have a very good command in 40 years? Like, do you think that's how long it takes to have a very good understanding of the instrument?
I think I just feel it's my whole life, and I'm patient in it. I love it, the instrument. So I love to play erhu with other instruments, also other artists in the world. So finally I met Yo. We have a very good relationship to play together. And
Very
we
good.
create our own song.
Okay. So there's two strings. They're similar to guitars D and A.
DNA.
Okay, if anybody plays guitars D and A, then we have two frets, kind of, where you can adjust. It's called pegs or something, like the two frets, the two parts. Yeah, and then it's called bow.
Yes, the bow.
The bow, and that is made out of
Horse
tail.
tail,
This
right?
is so special, to me, because the violin one is not horsetail, right?
I think it's similar.
Similar.
Yes.
Okay, because now I see it, and even if you touch it, it's way softer. Yeah, so
Yes.
that's very beautiful instrument for sure. And it's so hard to describe it, but the bottom part, it looks like a little drum, but it's just so that the sound is bigger, or that it's for holding purposes. It doesn't have percussion,
No,
right? Okay.
but sometimes we will play this part like percussion.
Wow. Okay. Very interesting. Now, what about sitar?
Okay. So sitar is totally opposite because Erhu have only 2 strings, but my sitar had 17 strings. But anyway, like if you imagine like instrument like long neck and small body with very cute hip, and maybe like a guitar, but much longer neck and smaller body, and also round hip made by pumpkin. Well, sorry, neck and the body is made by wood,
Yes.
but the body, like backside of body, is pumpkin.
Really?
India has like big pumpkin, so they chop like into half and apply
Just
as a sandboard.
eat the middle and then...
I don't know, maybe they don't eat. Maybe they eat, I don't know. But and it has like, maybe I can play a bit. So
yes.
sitar has like, I can say like 2 parts of the strings. On the top, we have 6 strings. It depends on school. My school, we have 6 on the top. It's on the top. And then the below, we have 11 sympathetic strings.
So we have 6
6 and
lower,
and
they're more like bass strings or lower strings?
okay, there's 1 bass strings, or drone strings, and 2 like harmony, like chord strings, 2 rhythmic strings, and 1 melody. And the other 11 strings below, it's only sympathetics. So if I play 1 note, like 1 like sympathetic. So if I play each note, so always resonate.
Yeah.
So you feel like playing only one instrument, but feel like so many like music is
Like
going
harmony or
Yeah.
more voices. Okay.
on. And yeah. And special part of style, like we can bend strings. Because we try to imitate the boys, like dun dun dun, like 1, 2, 3. But India we sing like dun dun. So we have to bend
Yes, yes.
like dun 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 dun. Also like we don't play. This is kind of like piano,
Yeah.
dun 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 dun. But we are using more like how do you say like
Vibrato.
vibrate. We call gamak.
Gamak.
Dun 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 dun. Yeah. So this is the style.
Could we have a quick preview of the two instruments combining power?
Sure.
Okay.
You can do a song of yours, you can do a free jam, up to you. Doesn't have to be too long.
Opening. Okay, so we try our Woonta's theme song. Always we play this song for the beginning of the concert.
Wow. Wooontaful.
Thank you.
So good. Wow. Okay, so can I ask about the story of how you first met? And did you just do a random jam? Or did you have some song that you wanted to practice, the three of you in the beginning, and then you said, you know what? Let's make it into a band. Do you still remember this memory?
Okay. The first time, like as TS told, like we have a common friend from France, French pianist called Leo. He used to live in Taiwan for a long time, and Leo was my good friend, also TS good friend. Also like the French cellist Yug.
Yes.
So one day Yug came to Taiwan, and Leo introduced us. Like my friend played really good cello, so maybe you can meet and play. So he gave us chance, and we jammed.
Yes. First time
We just jammed because
Just any jam, like
I think there are only three of us, right?
no piano.
No. Because Yug, he was really good at improvisation and also like experimental music, and he has a lot of like open-minded. And he said, "Let's play something." Like always, he said, "Let's play," or maybe let's drink. Only did. He never said let's practice, but he's let's play. So we play, and I don't know, just kind of like chemistry. We really went through, we listened each other really well, and we could understand what we want to do each other. And we said, maybe we can make a band. So there was no song, but later we decided to form the band, and each of us we create like maybe compose 2 or 3 songs, which maybe works on this band. Sometimes it's like we just bring like 4-bar melody, only 4-bar, and then okay, let's play based on this, and we compose, like we developed all the idea of songs just based on very short melody. Yeah, that was the beginning, like 10 years ago.
So good. This is what, if you have enough skill, gets you. Like you can just meet and start creating stuff.
But
you
I
can
think
communicate through music.
Yeah, it's more than, it's not only the skill, it's the kind of like feeling.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely. I believe the skill needs to be there in order to, freely express yourself and then have communication.
Sure.
But it's great that it happens between 3 people, and it's just so spontaneous and effortless, I would say even. Okay. So he stayed in Taiwan for a while. You guys recorded.
He used to come to Taiwan like every 6 months.
Okay. So he wasn't living in Taiwan.
No, he was in France.
Okay.
But
he married a Japanese woman.
Yeah. So every year they go back to Japan. So on the way back, he stopped by Taiwan. Also, but our first album, it's recorded in Edinburgh, in Scotland. Because we had chance to go there like for the Edinburgh Fringe. We stayed there for
1 month.
1 month.
Mm-hmm.
And every night we perform. Then we decided, why don't we like record like some songs? Every year we try to meet in Taiwan and also meet in somewhere in Europe. So we went Scotland, England, and also Switzerland.
Right.
Yeah. All over the world.
But
you're still based in Taiwan. This is where most of your playing and practicing maybe happens.
Right.
Okay. Now, you have published 2 albums as a trio.
Yes.
Now you're working on your 3rd album as a duo.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, something about the new album. When do you think it's going to be finished? And is it going to be... No pressure, but is it going to be perhaps different from the 1st and 2nd album? Like, do you have any different element you want to introduce or something that will set it apart by previous work?
Now we are like really working on like making new album. We will have recording session end of next month. And also we try to like make it by end of this year because this is our 10th anniversary. And also like maybe we should mention like Ryuk, like he was great cellist, but like last year he had brain tumor, so he passed away. So we really miss him. But now like we focus more like kind of concept of Asian string instrument, because sitar is from India, and Erhu is Taiwan and China, like Chinese instrument. And so our concept is Erhu meets sitar. So previous 2 albums, we had more harmony, more like Western music idea, which Yug brings. It was really wonderful. But now we really back to our kind of tradition based on like, because we both studied, I'm Japanese, but I study Indian classical music. I'm studying Indian classical music. And TS is studying Chinese classical music. So we use both the classical music idea, but bring it to the next step. And we don't want to we had kind of like many discussion. Maybe we add some bass, drum, keyboard, and programming. But that everyone does same. Just play some Western music and put Asian instrument on the top. But this is not what we want to make. Maybe we have to find more possibility of this to like classical instrument and bring it to next step.
Yes.
So we already have compositions. We should practice more. But all the composition has like because this 2 classical music has beautiful dynamics. Not only the harmony, like Asian music, it's kind of like Chinese painting, only black and white, but there's so much dynamics and depths. So we try to capture it and express with these 2 instruments.
Beautiful. That's very nice description. Yeah, I agree. If you believe there's such beauty and you know that it can be captured, then that's what you work on in your 3rd album. And perhaps in the future you can experiment with some drums or some electronic if you want. But this album, as you said, it's black and white, but that can be also very colorful actually. So it's very nice. Wow. I like how you remained with the French attitude. Let's play, no practice.
Yeah.
When you became duo, are you still open to the possibility of getting a 3rd instrument player in, perhaps a cello or something else, maybe guzheng, which is also classical Chinese instrument, or something that you thought maybe one day, let's leave it open?
Yeah, one day. But so far, like we want to make only 2 of us, but make really like strong identity. Then maybe we add some percussions or bass, some guitars, maybe. But as a guest, because we don't want to have another band member instead of Yug.
Yes.
So Yug is kind of like how to say?
Irreplaceable.
Yeah. Sometimes we had some cellist, which is in Taiwan we had nice, like wonderful players, but the feeling is different.
Yes.
So, and also we have only two of us, but we composed some song. It's like, I imagine maybe Yug, if he composed new song, maybe he write this way. So kind of like an imagination.
Yes.
So we wrote some song for Yug. So we keep it as a duo.
So nice. I never met Yuk, but I miss him. I can imagine, even if you get the top 10 cellist in Taiwan, sometimes you cannot get the same feeling or feel the same shoes, because it's all about, like, as you said, the mochi, the chemistry, how it
right.
becomes the synergy.
Yeah.
It's even though their skill might be even better than you, it might be not as creative, or the feeling is just not the same.
Yeah, totally different.
I can understand that, yeah. And we're going to stop right here for today. Thank you for joining us. It's been lovely having you. And please do come back next week for more talks and discussions with the members of Woonta. And with the little time we have left, please give our full attention to the following song of theirs called My Side of the Mountain.